So we're going to talk about bushcraft knives, and more specifically a good EDC knife. So a bushcraft knife is usually defined by a Scandi grind and a flat spine. So this is a Mora Bushcraft Orange. It's a great knife. This is a Boker Real Steel. Another great bushcraft knife for around $40. We have classic Mora #1. Here's the Condor bush lower, or the mini Condor bush lower. And the Condor bush lower. So these are all very budget friendly. These knives are all very affordable and very capable, but they're very hard to EDC. The first option is your classic buck folding 110. This is not a bushcraft knife, it's a hunting knife, or mainly for skinning, but it's foldable and could definitely function in a bushcraft capacity. I've seen people test it. We're not going to test this one today. It's your buck folding 110. This is a great option. This is a folding version of the Boker Real Steel. One downside to this knife is it's very heavy. So I use this more as a backpack knife, but it's very solid. It's got a steel liner. A great option for having a bushcraft knife that folds. These are hard to find. So for a realistic EDC option, the Opinel, this is an Opinel number 9, I think. This is an old French knife. The design is over 100 years old. And we're going to test this one out. And we're also going to test my current EDC, which is the Finwolf. And this has been my new favorite option for EDC. This Opinel really bites into that wood because it's so thin. Let's see there. It's a little windy today. Might be a good day for a fire piston. Let's see. So the Opinel has a nice sharp spine here. There we go. So we got a little flame going. So this Scandi grind on this Finwolf really bites into the wood here. It's been a little too windy to get this going, but let's see if we can get this to catch. So let's see if we can get this to catch here. It's just a little too windy. This going. What defines a bushcraft knife is the flat spine, the Scandi grind, between a 3.5 and 4.5 inch blade. This is a typical very good bushcraft knife. The flat spine allows you to throw sparks from a ferro rod. This is a rat tail tang. It's not a full tang. I prefer a full tang, but these are very nice. These are around, I think I paid $40 or $50 for this. I love full tang knives, and I especially love full tang bushcraft knives. This is a Boker real steel. This knife was $40, and it's got a pretty decent sheath. And as much as I love these bushcraft knives, there's one drawback, is I live in an urban environment, so this is a more classic #1. So it's tough to carry these EDC, and I like to have a knife on me at all times. I would love to be able to EDC this, but it's too big. I have tried EDCing this one. It's a mini version of the Condor Bush Lore. This is a great knife. I love this knife. And it is EDCable. But again, it's full tang. It's a little bit cumbersome when you're wearing that on your belt. So I was looking for a solution, and I found this folding Boker real steel bushcraft knife, the folding version of this. And this is a great knife, very solid steel liners, nice red liner in there. This is a full grip knife. This is great, but it's very heavy. So I was looking for a solution for EDC, and I carried this around for a while, and I love this knife too, but it's a little flimsy, does the job. It's very light, but it didn't quite have the girth I was looking for. And the knife I really wanted to talk about today is my current EDC. I carried this buck folding 110 for years as EDC, either in my pocket or the sheath. But this one, this Finwolf from Cold Steel, has all the features I love in a knife, and it folds. It's got a nice clip. It does stick out of your pocket a little bit, but it's the Puko design, Scandi grind. Scandi grind is that flat grind, so it's like this more. There is a fixed blade version called the Finhawk, I believe, which I may look into getting. But I love this knife because it's a folding bushcraft knife, meaning a knife that's got a Scandi grind, a flat spine, and you just don't see that very often. I initially was looking into these, but then finally found this one, and I really liked this one because it has the steel liner, and I was worried about this plastic liner. But this triad lock is very, very good, and there's videos of people, or one guy testing this, and puts I think 135 pounds on this lock, and it still holds. So, and this is very lightweight. So let me read the specs for you. This is the packaging it came in. So the blade length is 3.5 inches. The overall length is 7 7/8 inches. It's an Oz 8 steel, Japanese stainless steel, which is a little on the soft side, but easy to sharpen. The weight is only 3.4 ounces, and the thickness is 3 millimeters. So for an EDC knife, this is a really pretty strong knife, and it's been my favorite EDC lately, just because it's way more hefty than the Opinel, but it's not a monster like this one. This one would be a great backpack knife, and this is not really a bushcraft knife. I really like the bushcraft knives. So if you're looking for a folding bushcraft knife for $30, this is a great deal for what you get. This triad lock is one of the strongest on the market. If there was any drawbacks to this, the thumb stud you're going to have to take off. It's got a standard screw if you want to sharpen this. Some people have complained about that, but I don't see that as a big deal. There is a little bit of sideways play, so I wouldn't be, prying with this because it's not really made for that. The strength is not from side to side. You can see how thin that plastic is there. But for an EDC option, for something you're going to carry in your pocket, this is a great knife that solves a lot of my issues. I mean, like I said, I'd love to carry, a full tang bushcraft knife, but this one is a great solution. So check them out. I forgot to mention that it's ambidextrous, the clip is, and also where the thumb studs are. It's got an area on both sides, so if you're right-handed or left-handed, this is going to work for you. And I know it wasn't clear in the video that we got a flame going, but we did. It was very windy out there today, and I have no worries that I could get a fire going with this at all. It throws tons of sparks. So that's the Cold Steel Finwolf.